Hello and welcome to the Motocross Network. Today we'll be looking at an injury update from Perth World Supercross this past weekend. Firepower Honda rider Dean Wilson had an encounter with the notorious Moto Concepts Honda rider Vince Friese. Unfortunately, it landed Deano in the hospital and might have ended his season early. We're going to take a look at his injury update and a message he has for Vince. There's a little bit of drama involved in this. All right, now before we get into today's story, if you want to support our work, help us get to the Nationals in 2025, the best way to do that is to buy a copy of our magazine. We're working really hard to build a top-notch motocross magazine. Here's issue number 10. Now, we currently have multiple photographers worldwide, a few in MXGP, a few just in Europe in general, and then we have a couple here in the United States as well. On top of that, we have a few writers. We have our British reporter, Jordan Barber, our Australian reporter, David Hogan, and myself as the U.S. reporter. We are also in talks with the formal Lommel MXGP announcer to be added as our Belgian reporter. We even have Johnny Hopper, you all know him, appear periodically in the Motocross Network magazine. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff packed into this magazine. We're working really hard on it. Now, we just did a full restock on the website, so every issue we've ever made is now available. Some of them are currently in production, so it's a pre-order, and we'll ship it out to you once we get them. And one more thing, I almost forgot, issue number 11. Our latest issue is now available as well. It's about Perth Supercross. We'll take you through that, some of the drama, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, and, of course, the new king, Cooper Webb. So check that out, and, yeah. We have a couple that are available right now. This is a leftover from last year. We have issue number 5 from last year. So these are available right now and get them shipped out immediately. And, of course, issue number 10 and issue number 1 as well, but I don't have one sitting next to me. So, yeah, those are available right now, and the rest on the website are pre-order for the restock. So, yeah. Like I said, if you want to support our work, that's the best way to do it. Head to the mxnetwork.store and snag a copy or two. Huge thanks to all of you who already have. Now, the 2024 World Supercross season has been the best one yet, in my opinion. Besides the broadcasting anyway, that's been a mess. Past couple years, I didn't mind the WSX.TV thing where you pay to watch it live. I didn't have any problems with that. Now, it's free, but almost impossible to watch in the United States live, so it's kind of ridiculous. You got to jump through hoops to watch it, but Perth World Supercross was great, in my opinion. The track was very interesting. It was kind of hard-packed on the bottom, but sandy on the surface. It made for great racing, especially with how technical the track was and how hard it was to pass. Guys really had to work hard to make a pass stick. I thoroughly enjoyed both rounds of racing. Now, along with this came some drama. A couple riders crashed, a couple guys got injured, but the number one story to come from this past race was Dean Wilson's injury and response to the man who caused it, Vince Friese. Now, Deano was actually having an incredible weekend of racing, both round 2 and round 3, before all this went down, finishing top 5 consistently. It was looking like a great points weekend for him. Unfortunately, disaster struck. He crashed not once, but twice. He had one crash in race 1 of day 2. He was cross-jumped and went down, which actually caused Colt Nichols to crash heavily as well and landed him in the hospital. Here's the first crash of the day. Unfortunate deal for both riders, but especially Colt on that one. Luckily, it sounds like he's okay. He claimed he was just battered and bruised after that crash, nothing major. So we'll wait to see if anything more comes of it. He said he'll give us a proper update in a couple days. Anyway, back to Deano. He got back up from that crash and continued on with his day. No major injuries from that one. He crossed the finish line in 14th place. In the second race, he had another great ride for the weekend. 4th place, and in race 3, he did again P4. Looking like a pretty solid weekend. Then in the superfinal, Deano got not so great of a start. He was mid-pack, and he tried to climb his way through the pack. He battled with Vince Friese towards the end, made the pass, and then in the next corner got T-boned. Unfortunately, we don't have the footage of the actual crash, but we do have the footage leading up to it where Deano passed him just beforehand, so here's that clip. So, yeah, another dirty move by Vince Friese. this time actually injuring somebody. Wilson ended up with a dislocated shoulder and may have to go through with another surgery. This put Wilson's season in jeopardy. Lots of races he'll potentially miss over this incident. Now, it's safe to say Dean is pretty pissed off. He didn't stay quiet over this incident. He was very outspoken about his opinion on Vince and what happened. He was insistent that the FIM has to do something in response to his actions. Anyway, hear from the man himself. Here's Dean's response to the incident in Perth with Vince Friese.
What's up, everybody? Well, probably wondering why I'm in a slang, but I'll get to that. Really don't even want to be making this post because I tell you what, it's really fucking up my mantra. I was in a good place, but anyways, we'll start from the beginning. Round 3 of World Supercross. So race 1, coming through the pack. Unfortunately, I got cross-jumped, and I had nowhere to go in the air. I crashed, and my mate, Colt Nichols, unfortunately tagged my bike. I got lucky, I escaped it, and he didn't. He had to go to the hospital. My kid's going crazy. So anyways, so I got 14th that race. Next race, I rebounded. I whole shot, he led for 6 laps, made a few mistakes, ended up P4. Good riding. And then race 3, P4 again. And then race 4, super final. Coming through the pack, trying to get around Vince. And got around him, passed him nice and clean after the loops. Super clean. I'm moving forward. I got 3 guys in front of me. He just doesn't even try to turn, just completely blindsides me. Didn't even see it coming once again. There was no build up to this. I haven't had any beef with him since A1. Like, there was nothing. Like, he just completely fucking drove it into me. People behind me that were in the race said they've never seen someone get hit so hard. Anyways, dislocating my shoulder. We're here in Brisbane at the doctor's. Torn my labrum, and it's putting everything in jeopardy as far as the UK and World Supercross. And so yeah, I got hit really hard, didn't see it coming, didn't brace for it, nothing, because like I said, I had guys in front of me, and I didn't see there was even any need for it. Typical Vince shit, and I just think it's complete fucking bullshit. I've said this millions of times. Where's the punishment? You know what I mean? Like, now he's actually hurt someone. I don't know what his next goal is to paralyze someone. He never gets penalized for anything he does, and I'm just sick of it. You know, like, he raced a race, the super final the night before, he didn't even make it into, and still scored points and still got away with it. So I just think it's bullshit. You know, now I may have to get surgery, and all the races that I have planned and all the cool schedule is all in jeopardy because someone injured me. So yeah, so to say I'm frustrated is very a light way to put it. It just sucks. I was on a pretty good roll. I feel like my riding was really good, and here we are. So yeah, I just seen the doctors last night, got MRIs, all that, and just gonna, I don't know, just do therapy and then figure out if I want to get surgery or not. So that's an update for everyone. Yeah, is what it is, I guess, but I just think it's bullshit.
This whole thing is super unfortunate for Deano. I was rooting for him all weekend. He was actually doing incredible. Now, I fully agree with Wilson. Something has to be done in response to dirty riding. I'm not quite sure if they have a rule on this in particular in the books. I'd have to dive in on that. If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. But my thought on this is maybe we can implement some sort of 3-strike rule. If it is determined you made a dirty move, then you get fined and docked a certain amount, and then after 3 strikes, you get suspended maybe. I think that could work. Now, I'd have to get into the nitty-gritty of the AMA and FIM rule books. Like I said, I'm not sure what kind of rule they have in regards to dirty riding. But I think that setup for a rule could work. It's kind of hard to set up a rule on that, but something definitely needs to happen in scenarios like this. Now, what do you guys think should be Vince Friese's punishment on this? Should he be fined? Should he be suspended? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to go support our sponsor, Blood Lubricants, a whole bunch of high-quality, premium, American-made oil products. The Barracuda, that's their original oil. They have Clutch RX, help lengthen the lifespan of your clutch. They've got Bloodbath, Wash and Wax, and, of course, Chain Lube, and much, much more. It's all high-quality stuff. Don't just take my word for it. It's also Chris Kiefer tested and approved. So head to bloodlubricants.com today. You can even save some money. Use our code TMN25 to save 25% off site-wide. So, yeah, go check them out. And one more thing before I let you go. Like I mentioned, our magazine, we have a few available right now that are ready to be shipped out, and the rest is all getting restocked. Pre-order right now, and we'll ship it out at the end of the month or beginning of January, as long as it's printed and shipped to us on schedule. So yeah, head to the mxnetwork.store. If you want to support us, this is the best way to do it. Huge thanks to all of you guys who already bought a copy. Anyway, thanks for watching today's video. Let us know your thoughts on this incident in the comments down below, and we will see you guys in the next one.